what we sort of found on Martin Place was that the media coverage was getting out, and we're getting mixed messages, and it was there wasn't a single point that we could go to as an organisation and say what exactly is actually happening here. So I'm liaising with the security manager from Parliament House, whose staff, because they're all special constables, have the VKG radio, so they were hearing the live sort of updates. I was talking to the police on the street who were going, we think there's a bomb in a train somewhere, there's a bomb down at the Opera House, and they're shutting the station. So we're getting all these mixed messages, and part of that was, in some respects, why we end up closing down. But I suppose that probably the most proactive thing, and we've got a business continuity plan in place. Funnily enough, it didn't talk anything about terrorism attacks, so when it was done, there was a whole thing that it left out. So we ran it ad hoc, and basically the way we dealt with it is we got all the fire wardens into the auditorium, said, hey, this is what's going on, this is what's really happening compared to what you're listening on the news, calm everyone down, and it worked a treat, you know, and pass it on to even the clients in the library. And it was, when we decided, yeah, look, it's probably best that we get out, it was probably the easiest evacuation I've ever done. But I think, as you said, the bonus of that is we now have that Martin Place group, you know, and we have regular communication and updates, and it's certainly been an advantage.
And it also demonstrated that we can't operate in our own little bubble. This was something that happened in a cafe, yeah, of all places. Like, who would have thought that something happening in a cafe could bring the CBD to a close down? Yeah. And you go to continuity plans, and it doesn't say anything in there about someone in a cafe. No, and I think, and it's interesting, if you going to the wider CBD community, and certainly we look at the Martin Place side of things, if you look at what's currently happening in the CBD, they've shut down George Street. You know, the response times essentially doubled for emergency services. I know that a lot of the businesses down in the precinct hadn't updated emergency management plans. You know, the police are saying to people, please don't come into the city. City Council saying, everyone, you should come in. You know, I know this month they've got 5 P&O cruise ships coming in formation up the harbour, and they want everybody to come down and have a look at it. At the same time, it's protest season. You know, so so the right hand's not talking to the left. You know, and yeah, so I think there's certainly room for improvement there. But the conversation started. You know, and I think it's yeah, it's finally, again, it took something to happen, but it's at least we're starting that conversation. So.